Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Think of all that time. Every wait in the winter. All those hours no one else saw. Every sprint in the summer. Every sacrifice. Early mornings on the levee. Late nights in the film room. Bus rides to playoff games. Every bump in the road. Every moment of ecstasy. Every moment of doubt. Years wondering. Is it all worth it? It's all led to this. Man, I got this. It's a 60-minute drive for a 60-minute game. After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends. After all that time, this is our time. Caveman on the line. HG got the stats.
No filters, no suits, just facts on blast.
He seems like no nonsense guy. Like
re-emphasize that for the Saints fans out there on TikTok. Caveman. What did you just say?
The rebuild starts right now.
Marshawn
Lattimore's gone, so the defense, like we're not getting any better.
To the left, got the edge and grind. We break it all
Get it into
down
Smith.
like
What a pass! That's it! Dorian Smith with the game winner! Oh my goodness!
And that is why you have Aaron Fry pass the ball in.
We roar from the base to the backfield floor. No filters, no fake control.
It's a real year. Like you have you have the best quarterback in the league, arguably, the best wide receiver in the league, and you've got the best edge rusher in terms of total sacks in the season. You're 4-7, and your playoff chances are hanging on by it.
HG on deck, stats loaded and primed. Reading the field.
Let's make it interesting.
We're making it interesting. Come on. Give us the freaking moment.
Breaking down ball like a heat wave blade.
Oh, no! Oh, no. For the business! He's not for the business!
We see through the hype. Call out the feed.
So don't you go saying that you're never going to see that. You're such a hater.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard, MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at Till the Final Whistle. HG Caveman back in the house, back in the studio, and we are inching up closer to March Madness. We're ready to get that show going.
11 days till Selection Sunday. Let's go.
And we'll probably make a little post or something. We'll let everybody know if we're going to start it next Tuesday or the week after when the first four matchups start on the 17th. But I'm thinking probably just do next week because we got some other MBR DJs that want to come on and join us in our pick'em for
Yeah.
for our studio bracket that we're gonna make, men's and women's. And we want the viewers and all the other DJs involved in it. It'll be a fun show.
All right. That'll be the 17th for sure. With after selection Sunday, we'll know who everyone that's made the tournament. And a big long show we're gonna go through like we've done the past 2 years. People vote on who we think is moving on to the next round, and we build the bracket that way.
And before we start, though, HG, Joel sent me some important veterans updates that we got to give out real quick.
Absolutely.
From Soldiers Angels. They've got some local events in Denver coming up in this summer. They had a few that passed. Their most recent one was on February 13th. But this is a veterans food drive and a grocery drive for veterans out there in Denver. So you can head over to soldiersangels.org/Denver or head over to their Facebook page. They've got an event coming up on March 13th for all the veterans in the area, but they do really year round. They've got one in April, one in May, June, July, all the way through. So once a month, they've got these drives. So check out Soldiers Angels, everybody, because I know they've definitely been helping out veterans in Denver for a while. If Joel knows about them, they've definitely got a name for themselves.
And,
where do we even want to start today?
Oh man, there's a lot of news to get to all around the sports world.
I was waiting for you to show up here. I was reading this Chauncey Billups article.
Well, I haven't actually heard any updates on Chauncey Billups. What's that one?
They finally have got him in the courtroom in Brooklyn. So he's facing money laundering conspiracy charges, wire fraud conspiracy charges, and many, many, many more. But he is entered as not guilty plea. That was back in November, though. They finally got all the courtroom and everything going, and all the court cases are finally starting with that. But I mean, it's like Chauncey Billups is like the face of a trial with just a bunch of like just random violent criminals with the huge records. It's just crazy. Just crazy to think about, like, we were 2 games into the NBA season and the Trailblazers coach got arrested.
It's a crazy situation. And it's also just like, it's so wild that we have like, there's people facing like federal charges for their involvement in gambling rings. And then meanwhile, we've got Adam Silver, who's just like basically making league policy around appeasing gambling companies. And it's just like the hypocrisy of the league. Like, I'm not excusing what like Chauncey Billups and some of these players did, because obviously they got involved with some organized crime and some mafias to that aspect. But like, it's just,
yeah, like that. It's just crazy. It's just the whole situation.
The example you want. It's like Adam Silver is just these anti-tanking rules and things are more like insiders are saying that he's doing that because gambling companies were upset that it was affecting, player props and spreads and things like that. So it's just like, you can't like have your commissioner bending the knee to gambling companies while also just handing out severe punishment to players that get caught up, because it's a vice. And I mean, even though these guys are pro athletes, like they can still be vulnerable to gambling. It can get you quite hooked.
Yeah. I mean, this literally, really, we could see NBA legend Chauncey Billups facing decades in prison over gambling.
Yeah. It's insane. Well, we can keep it on some other NBA news and some more lighthearted stuff. I want to talk the San Antonio Spurs went the entire month of February without losing a game. They've been on a red hot streak.
It's not unfair to say, man, that they're looking like the best team in the NBA right now.
They might actually be the team to come out of the West.
It's crazy.
I mean, like they've really exposed the Thunder each time they've played them. And honestly, like they did lose to the Knicks on the first day of March, but an 11-0 stretch in February. And honestly, Wemby was pretty bad over that stretch. I mean, he's in a bit of a slump here, but I mean, you've just got a lot of these guys some of these younger guys are really coming into their role and seeing like their developments far ahead of where you might expect it. Like Stephon Castle is, I mean, starting to look like an all-star, really. I mean, he does so many things.
I'd be a good shout out on that team is Devin Vassell. Because we were giving him crap. Before the Spurs had Wemby and they were down in the dumps, getting rid of De'Aaron Fox. Just getting rid of Kawhi and moving past their glory days. Excuse me. Like we were talking crap about Devin Vassell. But I think him and Stephon Castle got to be two of the best guards right now, at least in the Western Conference. Both of them get downhill, and they just know how to make the reads in the pick and roll, which is the easiest thing in the world. It's half the NBA right now is just running pick and roll. When you're getting downhill off the screen, their eyes are always in the paint. It's really only place you gotta have your eyes on. If the corner man is going to come down to help pick up the roller, then you got a wide open three. If he doesn't come to the paint,
right,
you either got your mid-range jump shot or you got your big man on the lob or on the pass. And they're both just perfect they know exactly where to put the ball for Wemby every time.
Yeah.
And freaking Cornette.
I'm so impressed by Castle because for a second-year player, I mean, he has such a feel for the game, and like his decision making is just, I mean, he looks like he's like an 8-year pro.
Oh yeah,
running the pick and roll and facilitating the half court offense.
I'm just looking at like
he's and like what scares, like, I mean, they go 11-0 while Wemby's in a bit of a slump. His averages were pretty down for the month of February. That's not even gonna really last. Like I think he was a little banged up too. He gets like fully healthy again. Like this is going to be a hard team to stop. Got to give a shout out to guys like Kelton Johnson and Dylan Harper coming off the bench for him. They've been fantastic.
Really
their limited minutes.
Too.
Yeah. And Luke Cornette, dude, as a backup center.
He did a really good job when Wemby was hurt at the beginning of the season. He was playing the starting role. Like he was a beast.
And I mean,
it's crazy though, because Wemby's playing less minutes than he did last year, and he's still doing better. His stats, his averages are still way better.
I mean, this is a team that plays like such great defense, and they don't take they're not like a crazy 3-point shooting team, but they're like just good enough to be a problem, right around 35%, which is around average. So they're good there. They're really good making their twos. And like, that's the thing where it's like, some of these other really elite defensive teams where I look at like the Pistons and the Rockets, you take away like Cade Cunningham and Kevin Durant, and it's like they don't offensively, that's where they can kind of struggle. But it's like the Spurs and the Thunder too, like play really good defense, and they still have like guys that can create and they can knock down big time shots.
Oh yeah.
And the offense, it's less likely to get stagnant, and they're more likely to hit difficult shots or create out of nothing. So they've got just a great recipe. I mean, I know OKC's still really good, but right now it's like this feels like it's the Spurs
are looking
seem
like
the
a
most
built
likely
team.
to come out of the West.
They're looking like a built team. It's a really deep roster, good veteran presence with really your younger players are the ones on the floor, and you got like their veteran players. They've got Harrison Barnes. Still, he gets out there for them. He's got some decent minutes a game. Kelly Olynyk, he's not going to get a lot of minutes, but like a good NBA vet, good to have around. It's like the Nuggets championship run. We had DeAndre Jordan. He didn't really get a lot of playoff minutes at all, but that's still a guy you want to have on your team. At least this late in the season too, they're in a really good spot.
Yeah.
I think they might have been this good without being this deep, mainly just because of, like you're talking about, Stephon Castle. Because I'm just seeing like the next Russell Westbrook from this guy. If he was on a team where he was really that number one scoring option, I really feel like he would be putting up some Russ triple-double numbers.
Oh, absolutely.
Because when he has the ball in his hands, they're really safe. They're really safe offensively with their guards. Their guard play has been perfect all year. But I'm really, really gunning for Stephon Castle to be one of the next best point guards.
That's such a luxury that for the Spurs to have, because you think like, I mean, there are some teams that don't even really have like a true point guard. The Rockets, the Wolves come to mind. Even like the Magic don't really have like a spectacular guard play. And I mean, like the Spurs, like Castle's technically the shooting guard. Like De'Aaron is still the point, and it's like you could like either one of those guys when they have the ball
6 assists tonight.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like you basically have like 2-point guards that are great facilitators, great scorers, and Castle's a bigger guard, so he's also just a fantastic rebounder when he needs it.
De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle, two guys. They're insanely fast and athletic, and they know how to get some damn steals. They know how to pick your pocket. Both of those two guys guarding the perimeter is definitely pretty scary for a lot of these teams. They don't even really need to pick up full court. They'll let teams get set. They can just outwork a lot of teams. Yeah, that's what's been happening all year long. I don't think it's unfair to say they could be the best team in the Western Conference right now.
And then I want to give a little bit of a sleeper team over here in the East, but the Toronto Raptors.
Oh yeah,
they're a bit
love it.
They're a bit young. Maybe some of the guys are lacking some playoff experience where like that could, maybe be a problem for him. But like that front court with Ingram and Scotty Barnes, both of those guys are having fantastic seasons. Scotty's one of the better passing big men that you've got out there. Emmanuel quickly runs the offense really well. They've got a good rotation of centers and other bigs. Jakob Poeltl, Sandro. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. I always mess it up. And then just some of the younger guys coming in off the bench. Jamal Shed. He's been really good. Grady Dick, a really great, bench guy, rotational guy in his second year. And Colin Murray Boyles, again, we talked about him a little earlier in the year, but he's just a very versatile player. I mean, they've had him, play 1 through 5 this season at different points. So he's another. Is he rookie or second year? I think he's a
rookie, actually.
Yeah, he is. Okay. Yeah. That's right. They drafted. He was a 9th overall pick this year. But yeah, he's been just such a nice surprise for them. So I think when I think about some of the top teams like the Cavs, if I'm just worried about what Harden's going to do in the playoffs. He's been a pretty historic playoff dropper.
Yeah, they got to continue their regular season success.
I really like the Pistons, but a lot of their offense is dependent on Cade Cunningham making the right decision like every possession, which is a lot to ask of a guy in a 7-game series.
Yeah,
there isn't. It just doesn't feel like they've got somebody else that can take the load off of the offensive load off of Cade. Like I love Jalen Duren. He's a fantastic rebounder and defender and really coming into his own as a scorer. But there's some issues there. The Celtics, like I just wonder. I mean, they look really good. We'll see how they do without Tatum in the postseason, but Jaylen Brown's obviously playing at an MVP level. The Knicks, I think, like Brunson and Cat, again, just they're too big of defensive liabilities.
I really think that the Raptors could beat the Knicks in a 7-game series, like right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Scotty's getting to the rim at will. He really scores in the most simple way. He just gets to the basket.
Right.
He knows he can score on all 3 levels, but he is going to just get his numbers and be as efficient as possible because he's a team guy. That's really, really what you need. He might even get you 20 rebounds one night too. Like,
yeah.
While guarding 1 through 5.
He's one of the most underrated players in the league. Like, I feel like he just does not get his flowers nearly enough. He's one of the best two-way guys that we've got in the whole NBA. He's like he could be the difference for him in the going deep. But like I said, like I'll give Boston, like, just because they're the more experienced team, they're really well coached. Joe Mazzulla is a fantastic coach. Tatum could be healthy for the postseason. Obviously, they've been pretty good without him. Jaylen Brown playing like an MVP. He's still my pick for MVP. Like, I think it's just like the Celtics lost 5, key players, whether they be full-time starters or key rotational pieces, and are still second place in the East. And I mean, they're just a bad stretch from Detroit, and one bad stretch from Detroit, and they could easily be first in the 1 seed. So like, I'll still give them the nod as my favorite in the East right now. But then if I got to pick a second team, like I think Toronto, it's their lack of experience more than anything that would hurt them. Like, they are one of the more complete and well-built teams that don't have a ton of vulnerabilities besides just inexperience and youth.
Yeah.
Like that'll just be the question in the postseason. Like you just don't know with some of these guys, but they've got the depth, they've got the star power, great defenders and shot creators and scorers, facilitators. That's a pretty complete team. So they'd be my second pick there, coming out of the East.
Still got a lot of the season left, really. We still got a lot of in-season matchups too, like a lot of the Nuggets games against the Spurs, Thunder. They come later in the season, which does kind of make me a little nervous, but
yeah, we've been defensively, man. It's been rough out there. We are really missing Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson too. Like, those guys make a huge difference. And like Jokic is definitely, like, on a night-to-night basis, it's like it's something with his arm, which it's just some nights it's bothering him a lot more than others, because I think just overall he's been a lot less efficient as a scorer. Like, just more missed shots. He's taken settling for a lot more threes and just not making them at a high clip. I mean, like, he's like a 43% 3-point shooter, but he's been just abysmal post all-star break, if I'm being honest.
It's scary too, because sitting at the 5 seed right now, only 1 game ahead of the Lakers, 3 games ahead of the Suns. The Nuggets go on just a few bad stretches, and Phoenix, and good. It's honestly, it helps the Nuggets that Dylan Brooks got injured, because that later in the season it will hurt Phoenix. But if we go on a bad run, we really could see Denver in the play-in. We really could see Denver as a 7 or 8 seed going into the playoffs.
Act together. It's been.
I don't really want to match up against
the Spurs in the first round.
Against the Spurs in the first round, or even the freaking, like, the Warriors in the play-in.
I don't know if I'm
That
nervous about the
just
Warriors.
Steph Curry, man.
That is true.
It's just Steph Curry.
They are pretty. That team is pretty limited besides him. But I mean, we lost to them on freaking national television because Pods just cooked us in the fourth quarter. That was like a 35-20, like 9 game out of Jokic or something ridiculous like that, and we still lost that.
It's benefiting us that Phoenix had a few injuries. The Warriors aren't really benefiting off picking up Kristaps and getting rid of Kuminga. The Clippers lost James Harden, and Portland is Portland.
That's pretty mid, yeah.
So the real worst case scenario is that Denver and whoever are just battling for the 5 and 6 seed come playoff time. But like, yeah, it is dangerous territory right here. We don't want to be a play-in team and try to make a crazy playoff run. Like, all the injuries we've had this year, we want to go into the playoffs and into our first round series as healthy as possible.
It's going to be just a battle, though, I think. Since we're it's looking less and less likely that we could get a top 3 seed. And so, I mean, it's just like there's a good chance like we're going to have a series where we're playing. I mean, like even the top 3 seed, you got the Lakers round one. That could be, at least they have no center still. But
and
like, if we get the Wolves in the first round, like, oh my God, that's going to be an exhausting series. You know, like you're not OKC, San Antonio are probably going to get to clean up against, you know, like LA or Portland.
And it's really weird. I don't know if you noticed this. The Nuggets are usually so good at home. And in this season, they're 16-12 at home. Where the Nuggets are better on the road this year than they are at home in Denver.
So
that's like not typical. That's not how.
Especially when you have like one of the best home court advantages in the NBA.
Yeah,
you know? Just that it's like
being at 500 at home is really says
really
something
strange.
About where we are this year.
It's been a weird year, and it's just like the team is just so banged up. I do think fully healthy, though, this is a team that can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the 7-game series. We just haven't gotten to see a lot of it this season. And that's just the most important thing is getting to the postseason healthy. Yeah, there'll be a battle. I mean, it's the West. Like the top 6 teams are all fantastic, and there's some real scary sleeper teams in the play-in. But fully healthy, it's like the Thunder, Spurs, and then us in the West. We just got to be healthy.
I'm excited to see this West playoffs though, because it really is going to be a bloodbath.
Again, we're probably going to get like what feels like the real finals in like the Western Conference playoffs, where they're
it'll be somewhere. Watch be the first round.
Like the past 2 years, I mean, like I'll say that Pacers Thunders finals was actually really good.
It was
the past
good.
2 years. It felt like the real finals was like between like first like Denver and Minnesota, which was wild because neither team even made it to the finals. But like that was like the best playoff series, definitely like by a long shot. And then you had
freaking Dallas, man.
Yeah, and then you had the Thunder and the Nuggets last year, where that was like again just such a great back and forth series. So we will see.
If Halliburton doesn't get injured, I mean, we probably would have seen maybe another 7-game series in the playoffs or in the finals.
Well, I mean, game 7, he had 9 points in like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it probably
he was
probably would have been another.
Knocking down his first 3 3-pointers. Man, that'll always going to be a huge what if, because that was just such a. I mean, he looks so poised to go on a crazy.
Still one of the best plays of all time. It's just Pacers had all the confidence in the world to let Andrew Nembhard isolate on Shea and hit that step back 3 and break his ankles too. had him leaning. The step back for that three. That's what I just love that play so much. Like you just, all right, Andrew, go get it, dog.
All right. We're kind of in the
five out for Andrew Nembhard.
The last stretch of the NBA regular season is it's all right. It's kind of lackluster compared to some other leagues, but once the playoffs start, it's gonna be top tier.
I don't know. It's kind of lame though that people don't really like the NBA in the regular season this year because
we got
a villain. The Thunder. Everybody hates the Thunder.
Yeah.
Every team that I've watched play against them has really been. They played to their best. The Hornets blew them out.
I think there's been a lot of really fun, surprising teams. The Spurs obviously are way ahead of where everyone expected them. You have the Suns are way better than people thought. The Pistons, obviously, like we knew they would probably be good, but like the best team in the East, like we didn't see that coming. The Celtics are far exceeding expectations. Same with Toronto. They're jumping up, and like even the Hornets, man, like they're a lot better than people thought, and they have like the 3 best 3-point shooters in the NBA just in terms of percentage. It's been a really fantastic rookie class, so it's been a pretty surprising and entertaining.
I kind of feel like it's kind of similar to some of the hate that baseball gets. Really long season. You hear people say that baseball is boring a lot. It is not in any way, shape, or form boring.
It's just tough to know like where, like, because there are obviously like stinkers of matchups, and it's just like with such a long season, you just kind of like it can be a little bit of a crapshoot. Like, is this game going to be competitive, or like are we going to just see like a bunch of scrubs because the teams are banged up or resting guys, not taking this matchup too serious? You know, that's just kind of the risk that you run with these longer seasons. Whereas like, you know, like the NFL, college football, like, you know, like you've only got so many games. Every time you turn that on, like those teams are going to be giving their best. It's a lot. You're less likely to see a stinker or just a lame matchup, you know. And there's so many different like options, you know, where it's like, like, okay, like I go to ESPN and I'm like, during college football, and I'm like, well, the matchup here is kind of lame. Let's go check out what's on Fox. Let's see what CBS has, you know, ESPN2, even ABC, like, and then, you know, like Sunday, you've got Red Zone. Sunday, if you've got Sunday Ticket, they're a little less, you know, there's still a bit of a streaming paywall for some of these games, but you've got a little bit more options.
But I see you got that NFL salary cap tracker up there.
I was gonna say we got
some cool news up.
Give a little NFL update for the off season.
19 hours ago, we got a few different updates. I'm seeing one. I don't know if it was confirmed or not yet, but the Jets are looking to franchise tag Breece Hall.
That's what I've heard.
Colts franchise tagging Indiana Jones.
Actually, it's not the franchise; it's the transition tag.
Oh yeah, transition tag.
But that kind of gives them the option to negotiate. He can still take offers from other teams, but that gives the Colts an opportunity to match that offer and negotiate with him. So
it basically gives the Colts the right to kind of make the offer his contract as beneficial for both of them as possible.
Yeah,
because if he doesn't sign a competing offer sheet anywhere else, he would just earn a 1-year guaranteed salary of $37.8 million. So that's pretty much what the agreed on number was. It's just a 1-year deal, $37.8 million if he stays with the Colts. And then after next season, they'll work on something. I misread that.
So let's see. Who else got franchise tagged? I'm blanking on that now. Then George Pickens got it. Breece Hall. It was a defensive player.
And I believe an offensive lineman as well.
Yeah, there was an offensive lineman. Who was that?
Which that's the precedent because there's crazy there when you do the franchise tagging. Well, the next contracts, it doesn't really change for position in offensive lineman. It's just offensive lineman. So the next tag, even if you wanted to franchise tag a guard, you would have to go up to this guy's. I think he got 28.1 million, whichever guy. There was an offensive lineman that was franchise tagged.
I'm going through the
and David
Schefter
Montgomery
got traded to the Titans.
It's on the freaking Texans.
And the Bears lost their Pro Bowl center, Drew Dalton. He just retired at the age of 27.
Yeah.
Which was kind of insane. Come on, Schefter. I know you got it in here somewhere. Jermaine Johnson got traded to the Titans. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not seeing it anywhere,
Nothing.
but this is going back 11 days now. So this is, I don't know. This is wild.
Heck.
But we got, I know Trey Hendrickson. He's supposed to become a free agent.
Yep. Lindenbaum.
He's going to be a huge name. Tyreek Hill, Malik Willis. Going to be some highly sought after guys.
Jalen Phillips. The Eagles going to go try to re-sign him. He'll be 27. One of the better guys on this list, honestly.
Yeah. Kyle Duggar, that's going to be a big name. There's a couple of teams that just really screwed the pooch in terms of losing a lot of guys at the same position. Like the Steelers, all of their defensive players are either edge, cornerback, or safety, and it's 8 guys that they're losing. So it's just they're going to get really, they're going to lose a lot at those positions. The Browns' entire offensive line is set to become free agents.
The whole everybody that was starting. How?
It's pretty shocking.
Malik
I know
Willis.
the Jags are expected to lose. Greg Newsome will still be there, but it's let's see. They're losing 2 other corners that are set to become. Greg Newsome set to become a free agent. Christian Braswell and Montrek Brown all set to become free agents. So I know they're planning on converting Travis Hunter to a full-time corner, part-time wide receiver. Also Devin Lloyd, Travis Etienne,
Isaiah Likely, Romeo Dobbs.
There's some really intriguing names. It's obviously quarterback's not super strong this year. It usually never is. Some good running backs out there. Some sneaky good edge players.
It's really, honestly, it's a pretty stacked free agency.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that you really see on here that are most likely just going to re-sign with their team. Because it's definitely a player that they don't want to lose. But there are a lot of dudes that has good, Nashawn Wright, corner that could go around in free agency.
Right, he had the breakout year. A couple of offensive linemen that I really like: Braden Smith from the Colts, Jonah Williams, Lloyd Cushenberry set to become one there. Wyatt Teller, obviously he's leaving the Browns.
Rashid Shaheed out there.
Brian Bates. I think it's a real Linderbaum.
Yeah,
it's a really strong offensive line free agent class. I think that you can definitely fill. You can definitely fill that position a little bit better this year. Maybe have some luxury picks to go into the draft. So that'll be I'm really excited to see the new league year. I believe starts next. It's next Wednesday, is it not? Or is it already kicked off?
I think the new league year is going to be a little bit after. It's in between the draft and after the free agency, right?
Begins
March
on
11th.
11th.
Okay, so only a few days after the
All right, then that'll
free
be when
agency
free
starts.
agency and everything starts to kick off.
That'll be right on Monday then.
But some other NFL news, we had the combine.
That has been pretty fun to watch, man. There's so many fast players.
It was like, I think, the
Insanely
fastest
athletic
combine in history, like just in terms of average 40-yard times. Like there was some absolutely blazing speeds just from a lot of different guys. So just some of your top guys that ran sub 430 or below. You had Brennan Thompson from Mississippi State, wide receiver.
4.26.
4.26. That was the fastest all combine. Xavier Thomas, another wide receiver from LSU, ran a 4.28. Sonny Styles' brother Lorenzo ran a 4.27. Deion Burks of Oklahoma ran a 4.3. The 40-yard time is nice, but like the fastest guys really like haven't had crazy careers. I mean, you think about some of the top 40 times, like
a lot of them are not in the league anymore.
There's Chris Johnson. He was a pretty productive player. Xavier Worthy's been good so far, but like John Ross.
Pretty sure he's in the UFL, right?
Yeah, it's so.
Yeah, Dre Archer, bro. He was cool though. He was cool.
Being fast doesn't necessarily, or being the fastest isn't necessarily the best thing, but
the best two receivers in the NFL right now, their 40 time was like sub 4.5. So you don't really need to be the fastest guy. And the same thing, pretty sure Jerry Rice's 40 time was 4.7. Some guys just got that hidden gear. When you get on the field, they really can turn it on.
Like that's just straight line speed, but that doesn't necessarily, measure your explosiveness.
Yep.
Like that's where like some of these cone drills, the vertical broad jump, all that stuff come into play. Some of your top running backs, Mike Washington from Arkansas, helping his draft stock though. I mean, obviously you want you would want something like sub 4.5 for your running back, and he ran a 4.33. Jeremiah Love, I mean, he was already probably going top 10, but just around 4.36.
Praise the Lord.
With his explosiveness, I mean, his ability to change of direction, it's north, south, east, west explosiveness, power.
I hope we pick him.
I think the Saints can afford to have a luxury pick there with him.
I hope we pick him.
Some of the other guys that participated, his teammate Jadarian Price ran a 4.9. Shout out to Eli Heidenreich from Navy, ran a 4.40. 4.44.
There you go.
Jam Miller, Bama back, had a pretty solid combine. We're gonna go. You go over to tight ends. Kenyon Sadiq,
dude, 4.39 at his size is nuts. He's like pretty much DK Metcalf.
Like if we go to like everything that he did here, he had an insane combine. So his production score was second out of all tight ends at the combine. His athleticism score was a 95, which ranked first among all tight ends, and he was overall the best tight end at the combine. This guy, he ran a 4.39 40, a 1.54 10-yard split, 43.5-inch vertical jump, 11 feet 1 inch broad jump. Didn't do the 3-cone at the 20-yard. And then the bench press, what's the weight on that again? It's like 250, I think.
It's 250, or it might even be like 175. How much?
But he did 26 reps of that, so it's strong. He's fast. I mean, he's getting his comp is Trey McBride.
225. Okay.
225. Okay.
So 225 for everybody. 26 reps he did.
26 at 225, which is pretty good.
Okay.
So I mean, like it's usually like the offense and defensive linemen that have like
They're the ones throwing up like
Right.
30. Yeah.
Is a blazing cornerback class. That was like the fastest one in record, and then you had
They're quick.
your safeties as well were
4'2",
incredibly fast.
7. Who is that guy?
That's Sonny Styles' brother, Lorenzo.
Oh, okay.
Dylan Thieneman, he had a fantastic combine as well. You look at what he did here. So I was seeing him teetering on like in some mocks is like a late first, early second round guy. I think he's going to jump up. I would be shocked if he doesn't go day one now. There's definitely some safety needy teams. 4.35, 30, 41-inch vertical jump, 18 reps on the bench press, 10 feet 5-inch vertical broad jump, 1.52 on the 10-yard split. Had the highest out of all safeties on his athleticism score too. And then where's he? Emmanuel McNeil Warren. He measured in really good. His athleticism score was 13th, but I think
he's a big dude.
Yeah, dude.
6'3", 200.
Like he's pretty quick for a 4.5, 240, 35.5 or 35.5 vertical, 10.2 broad jump. He's big, he's rangy, kind of like he's like I feel like he could be the next, Kyle Hamilton, Derwin James type. He's very that play down in the box, physical type of safety.
Big
He
hitter.
also can cover really well. Dallas has 2 first-round picks. I think absolutely one of them could be that guy, him or Thieneman. Obviously Caleb Downs is going to be the first safety off the board. He's fantastic, but I think I know Thieneman had a really great combine. I think Warren just has more physical tools to be immediately impactful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he could be the next Nick McWarry.
His size too. You really gotta.
Yeah, and then Sonny Styles.
This is one dude that looking at his measurables and all his.
I think
his times. Holy crap!
He came away with like a .10 RAF, which is another measurable for as an athletic score, which is basically a perfect score. But yeah, he was first in production score, athleticism score, and total score. Quick, man. 4.46, 40, 1.56, 10-yard. The 3 cone, he did a 7.09, 20-yard, 4.26, 43.4 vertical jump, and 11.2 broad. I think he was going to be a top 20 player regardless. I think he's a top. The top 10.
He definitely put himself in the top 10. Because how tall and how much did he weigh? It is just insane to see.
He's coming in at 6'5", 244 and moving the way he does.
He's 244 pounds and ran a 40-yard dash in 4.5 seconds. Pretty much. That is insane. That's nightmares right there for.
Yeah. I still think Arvell Reese goes ahead of him just because Arvell is he can be that edge rusher, off-ball linebacker combo hybrid. Sonny's going to be more of an off-ball linebacker, probably play like that will spot for a lot of his.
He could definitely be
career.
A really good middle linebacker, though.
Yeah, he's
seeing somebody just plug in the gap in the run that can really cover a tight end. Because he can go step for step. I mean, that's a guy that you want guard Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking the Giants could really use a guy.
Yeah, because I don't think they're going to even resign. What's his name? I think they'll probably move on from Okereke.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've been looking at some of 40 times, but let's go. I like looking at the bench press, see some of the strongest guys here.
God.
Augusta from Kentucky, D tackle, 37
there
reps.
We go.
Connor Liu, one of the best centers in the draft, getting 31 reps up. Trey Zunn of Texas A&M got 33. Chase Bisontis, 29. I'm like, dude, like that's also what makes Kenyon Sadiq's reps so impressive, dude.
He's up there with the offensive and
He's
defensive
up there.
linemen.
It's usually like linemen that just dominate this. Josiah Trotter, super strong linebacker out of Missouri. That's a guy I wouldn't mind it ended up on the Denver Broncos, to be honest. Yeah. Jordan Tyson and Deion Burks both had 26 reps.
Okay.
Impressive.
That's impressive to see Jordan Tyson up there too. He's not really that. He really looks like a skinnier guy.
Man, we're trying to remember his name. There's a guy out of Iowa who I think had a really good.
It's Jennings or Gunner. The giant guy with the mullet.
The redhead mullet. Yeah, I'm blanking. I can't remember his name for some reason, but he had a pretty. Jennings Dunker. That's right.
Yeah.
5.18, but he's definitely shooting up a little bit for me there too. Awesome hair. Had the second best athleticism score out of any guard. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for free agent safeties because this is a really strong looking safety class. And honestly, it's good to see that another guard kind of having a good combine that might help out there. Outside of the tackles, I don't like the interior line depth isn't that great. But like if you need an edge rusher, a secondary player, whether it be a safety or a corner, a wide receiver, I think this tight end class also really showed some impressive stuff here. Eli Stowers, man,
he's been on my radar, man. He's been a beast.
Definitely, I think cemented himself as the second best tight end. Obviously, Sadiq is just a freak athlete. I mean, he's like got wide receiver speed. His like vertical jump tied Julio Jones.
45.
He's a great blocker. But Stowers set the combine record on the vertical jump, like just minutes after Sadiq tied the tight end.
45.5-inch vertical. Holy crap.
Absolutely insane. That was the top one in the entire combine. Well, I like to see D'Angelo
Put him in the
Ponds,
dunk contest.
That's like 5'8", short king.
43.5-inch vert.
He had himself a great combine. I think there were some questions about his size and how that would affect him. And like I think he only did the vertical jump. He didn't really do anything else, but he looked good in just some of the drills they did. Taylon Green, keep your eye out on him.
His 40 time was in 4.36. His only thing, I don't know how well his game may translate to the NFL because he does have a weaker arm compared to most of these quarterbacks. When I was watching the wide receivers do where they pretty much just run a go route, the quarterbacks throwing it to him like Ty Simpson, Fernando threw a few. They pretty much let him right in stride. He had to lay it out there and like crow hop 3 or 4 times to get that thing a step in front of his receiver.
Right.
But like, hey man, another QB change position to a wide receiver / tight end.
He has crazy athleticism. So like I wonder that might help him a bit make up for the lack of arm strength. But that is, I guess, that is a fair bit of concern there. But
like he's got a better arm than freaking Aller and
insane
some of those guys,
man. It's not a very strong QB class. I mean, like besides Fernando, it's like who really is the second guy? I guess Simpson, but
yeah,
I don't feel incredibly confident.
He did
about that.
The combine at least has shown a little bit more of him to me. I at least feel better saying that he's the second best quarterback out there. But really, who else is really on the market in this draft for the QBs? There's Green,
Beck, I guess.
Carson Beck, Haynes King, another guy who ran a really impressive 40 time, and just a guy that we he's got a weaker arm.
This
He
is a
threw
kind
for a
of
lot of yards, but
intriguing guy. Cole Payton of North Dakota State
ooh,
had a good combine. 40-inch vertical, 10-10 broad, 7.21 on the cone drill, 4.56. He was primarily just like a rushing quarterback for North Dakota. Finally kind of got the starting job this last season. So a lot of athleticism there. Definitely is jumping up the boards because of his combine. I'm nervous about him because it's like this feels like it could be another Zach Wilson, JJ McCarthy
yeah,
type of prospect where it's like a combine darling, but it's like, I mean, like you look at the production, like he's been like a 5-year guy. He only started for one of those, was really just a running option.
yeah.
D2. So
it's definitely an interesting one though. Like if any team really wants to take a huge reach, but like the quarterback class last year, at least there was, some more names there. There was just at least more. It felt like there was more prospects. And this one we got like, Luke Altmaier, Haynes King, Carson Beck,
right.
Taylor Green, Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando feels like the safest option, like the most. He's got the highest ceiling, and even then, it's he's got great decision making, just enough athleticism, but I don't think his ceiling is like insanely high. Not like like a guy like Cam Ward or Dart or even even Jalen Milroe last year. Like the rest of these guys just don't feel like they have that high of a ceiling. It's a pretty weak QB class.
Yeah.
Not a great year to need a quarterback, honestly. Like I said, also, I don't know if we mentioned a linebacker is going to be a pretty stacked.
Yeah, Anthony Hill
class.
Jr. in there.
Dude, oh yeah, it's going to be a really good class of linebackers, edge rushers,
Justin Jefferson in the league.
Yep. Safeties, corners, even defensive tackles. There's some like just absolutely giant space either. So, but QB, running back, interior offensive line, specialist.
Even the tackles, I really feel like for tackle, it's real top heavy.
It's a pretty big drop off after you like get past like
pick Fano,
Mayaga, Fanu, or not. What's his team? Lomo. Ike Anchor, I think, is going to be pretty good.
It's a little top heavy on a lot of positions.
We got Mayaga, Ike Anchor, Caden Proctor, Monroe Feeling, Lomo. But like after that, it does kind of drop off a little bit. So, yeah, besides the wide receiver position, the offensive side of the ball is kind of weaker. It's going to be a big if you're trying to address defensive needs, it's going to be a good draft for that. But there's some teams that are going to need to.
I think for running back though. I think there's a lot of guys you can take a chance on because we still got Jeremiah Love and Price are in this draft, and we also got Katron Allen and Nick Singleton from Penn State. They're going to be in it. You mentioned a guy from Oklahoma, right? His 40 was pretty nice.
Mike Jennings from Arkansas.
Yeah, Mike Jennings from Arkansas in there. And there's some decent options, but say running back in this year's draft, not really a big need for a lot of teams.
I was hyping up defensive tackle, but again, I think it's simple tackle rather. It's similar to like the tackles where it's like you're gonna have like there's a lot of like really great prospects that are gonna be like first round, maybe late second. Then there will be a bit of a drop off.
Yeah, man, it's gonna.
Like I do really like you've got Peter Woods, Caleb Banks, Caden McDonald, some of those guys. But then after that, it starts to decline a little bit in quality. There's a Texas Tech guy too, Lee Hunter. I like him a lot. We're definitely we have to do some mock drafts for as we get a little closer. Once free agency starts to slow down, we'll start doing like 7-round mocks for every team. So let us know what your favorite team is. We'll make sure we get a mock draft of them done and just see what they can do. We'll open it up with my Broncos, the Caveman Saints. Let's know if there's any combine performances that we missed that you guys that really impressed you. It's gonna be the speed this year, man. It's gonna be a lot faster of a league next year. It's crazy how fast some of these guys were.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. I guess one name we did forget to mention about the combine was Mekhi Lemon.
Oh yeah,
him walking around all seriousness, ready to go, like he was just ready to clock in, get his helmet and chin strap on at every interview. And he played pretty well in the combine too, I think so. It was either him or one of the receivers got a knee injury at the combine. That might hurt them.
I think it was him. I know it's or Tyson. I think it was Jordan Tyson. There was something that might hurt his stock. I think that's Carnell Tate will probably be the first off the board just because he's the safest option. Like Lemon, he was kind of weird in those interviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why he was like talking like that, but so the odd interviews might hurt them there. Tyson with the injury, like Tate is just like you've got the good production on the field, interviewed pretty well, no injuries were uncovered, so he's like the safest bet to go with if you're going to take a receiver first off the board.
Seemed like he was just trying to show like the dog mentality.
Yeah.
He definitely gave that off, but it was just a little much from
Oh, I do remember somebody else I wanted to quickly highlight. Trey Lance's brother, Bryce Lance.
There we go.
He had the best athleticism score of every wide receiver at the combine, 99, which is really impressive.
Dang.
Ran a 4.34, 41.5-inch vertical jump, 11.1 broad jump. Did the 3-cone in 7 seconds flat, and 4.15 on a 20-yard shuffle. Man, he was.
Where did he even go to school?
North Dakota State, same place.
Oh,
as his
okay.
brother.
Okay.
So 49 is going to trade up to pick 3 to take him as well. And then he'll be off the team in like 2 years. No. Yeah, he's could be just a sneaky under the radar like day 2 or 3 pick, like 3rd or 4th round guy, I think is where I would project him going with. He's got a lot of upside. He's just got a lot of athletic tools that in the right hands he could be really turned into something. So he impressed me a good bit. But all right, it's at
can't wait
for
NFL. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked to see what
190 days until the regular season starts.
But I was going to say it's after 9 o'clock, and we do have conference tournaments starting here very soon. I mean, like a lot of the women's tournaments are starting today or tomorrow. Some have already started. The ASUN tipped off round 1 yesterday. We even have a couple of the men's tournaments that are going to be starting either today or tomorrow, but there's also some teams that got regular season games still. They're a little all over the place. But we got to go. We do this every year, our conference tournament predictions. So we're going to go ahead and do the all the women's tournaments, and then we are going to do some of the men's because
only the ones that are going to be done before.
There's a few that will get done before our next show, so we want to make sure we get our predictions in for those. So we're not, that way we aren't cheating. But we will start. There's 31.
We got a lot of predicting here.
A lot of predicting. We're going to start
Some are easier than others.
with the American East here. That is going to be consisting of Albany, Vermont, New Hampshire, Bryant, Binghamton, NJIT, and UMBC. And looks like they haven't even picked their second seed yet. So
It's looking like it'll be Maine.
Maine. Okay, that's what I thought.
Maine's 12-4, and Binghamton's the next best team with a 10-6 record. And UMBC is they're also 10-6.
It does have Maine over here as the participant, so it looks like they might have just not named. So those are the top 8 here. Yeah, I mean Vermont's really good.
They're really just they're the only team that has that good of a record. They're 24-7. Maine's record outside of conference play is 17-12. Binghamton's record outside of conference play is 18-11. I'm just going Vermont on this one.
I think I'm going to go Vermont too. You want me to record yours as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Vermont.
I'll put it on my phone too here. I didn't bring my notebook.
I gotcha. I'll just have to try to write small, but we're both going to go with Vermont. They're kind of running away with it. They seem like the best team in that conference.
Got next the American.
All right. American Athletic Conference. So let's see. Our participants here.
Rice.
They didn't have them named yet.
East Carolina, South Florida, Tulsa, North Texas, UTSA, and Temple are your top 8. Which
Looks like they haven't officially named anybody yet, but I don't think there's really much room for that to change here.
Only thing that could change is maybe UTSA and Temple don't make it. Could see Charlotte or Florida Atlantic in there.
I don't think either of those teams win it though.
Yeah, no.
Again,
this ECU.
You're gonna go ECU. I think I'm gonna just take
Rice.
Rice, yeah.
Fried.
You're telling me an owl fried that rice? Yeah, they're 17-0 in the conference, 27-3. They've been really dominant. They've won 22 straight games.
Dang. Okay. Okay, Rice.
As much as fun as it is to pick an upset here, they've been just dominating the conference all year. We're gonna stick with them for that.
I'm killing them.
All right.
The A-Sun.
I actually got the Atlantic 10 next.
Okay. Let me scroll down.
Sorry, I'm going by the NCAA tournament.
This one is actually a pretty close. It's pretty close between your top 3. Rhode Island Rams, George Mason, and Richmond are the top 3. George Mason and Rhode Island are both 16-2 in the conference. Richmond 15-3.
Looks like this is one where the entire conference gets to play.
Oh, they got a big conference too.
Yeah.
St. Joseph's, LaSalle, Dayton, Loyola. Honestly, in this one, I'm going with Richmond.
I think I'm going to as well.
Here.
Richmond always just they're really good. They just come out of this conference like every year. Feels like they're like like on the women's team, they're like always like a perennial team. So we're gonna just both lock in Richmond. Okay. Next up, we've got the
What a wild conference this one is.
ACC.
Oh, the ACC is next?
Yes,
this one actually going to end wild, too.
Yeah. Okay. Can I get the bracket? Christ, that was ridiculous. So, yeah, man, this is This will be a tough one to pick. They got a lot of good teams here in the ACC. Duke's leading the conference despite being 21-8 because they're 16-2. Louisville, North Carolina have been really good. Seeing the Irish, they've taken a slight step back. Some of your round one matchups. See who's got a favorable run. Yeah, Notre Dame's going to be waiting on like Miami and Stanford's winner. And they're going to have to go play NC State. They've got their own top 4 on bye until Friday. I don't know, Cam. Who are you thinking here? Give me the Tar Heels. Say the Tar Heels. I'm going with UNC.
I'm gonna pick. I think anything can happen here. We've seen this. We've seen the number 1 team in the conference get dominated before. Duke. I'm going to NC State.
Oh, all right, I like it.
I think Camille Perry and Zoe Brooks they're going to be straight up buckets. They're both averaging like 16 a game, 16, 17 a game. Going with NC State.
Very nice, very nice. All right. This is one where we're going to have to pick both men's and women's. We do finally get to the ASUN.
Oh, dope. Okay. For the women's, it's like completely backwards of what it is in your life. Jacksonville Dolphins, that might be my pick, but they got the Sugar Bears in here. This is like the conference of insane school names. The Governors.
We've got the Stetson Hatters, Jacksonville Dolphins, Eastern Kentucky Colonels. The Governors, the Ospreys. We've got Coast Eagles. Oh, that's a Florida Gulf Coast.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Yeah, man. Let's see who do I like in this one.
I'm just gonna go Eastern Kentucky.
I'll go Jacksonville here.
Okay. The Dolphins.
It's for the women's side. And you are going to be East Kentucky. All right. And then let's go over to the men's side here. Who we like in
Central Arkansas at the top. Austin, PA. Queens. Lipscomb.
Our official participants for the ASUN over here. Austin, PA, Bellarmine, Central Arkansas, EKU, FGCU, Jacksonville, Lipscomb, North Alabama, North Florida, Queens.
Oh, they're all participating in this one.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, North Alabama's 4-14.
Oh my God, they're 9-20. So yeah.
Oh my God, man!
I will not be taking them.
Just let them play. I'm going with the Governors. I take
think me
Austin,
too.
PA.
I'm liking Austin, PA here. Austin, PA, the top of the morning governor. So that'll be our pick for the men's. All right, now back over to the women's bracket. We got the Big 12.
Oh,
shout out. Okay. Let me see. Where is your bracket, guys? Have they announced everybody yet? Yeah, the first games are today. So where's your bracket? Okay. Looks like everyone might be participating in here because there's a lot of like TBD. So let's go.
Oh yeah, everyone's in it. Arizona's 12-17. They're in it. So
even Houston's in there. Okay. Well, TCU's been fantastic all season, but I'm going with a bit of a sleeper pick. I don't even know if you call it a sleeper because they've just been really on a hot streak recently. They've put together some dominant wins. Give me West Virginia, man.
Okay.
Defensively, they've been just putting on clinics. really shutting some teams down, and they can put up a lot of points as well. Won 3 in a row. I think they could shock everybody. So WVU. That'll be my pick. Who do you got in this one, Caveman?
I really want to pick TCU because I'm really liking a storyline where Olivia Miles goes on a crazy run in the Big 12 tournament and just locks it in for Player of the Year for Big 12. I'm just gonna go TCU. I'll go TCU. Big 12 Player of the Year is gonna be Miss Olivia Miles.
Like, they're making the tournament regardless. West Virginia could shock some people, but Miles, she's gonna she'll be popping off for that.
I watched her beat the freaking brakes off of Colorado this year. She dropped 30 on us.
Yeah, well, yeah, Colorado's just been so.
And women's like they're
basketball this season. They're like women's, they've been a little bit better.
11-7 in the conference, 20-10. I mean, like that's just mid. But like men's is the very last team, Big 12.
All right, the Big East, I believe, is everybody as well.
And they got to face off against the big dogs. Number one team in the country.
The Big East is just. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this is even a debate.
Should we just pick Seton Hall now?
Yeah, the Pirates are gonna shock the world. Hell no, the Huskies all day. I'm going.
Yeah, UConn.
This isn't even a debate. They've got the projected number 1 overall pick in the WNBA draft, and that's their second best player. They've just been steamrolling teams. They're 31-0.
God,
have not. I mean, their point differential is something insane too. Let me see if I can find the. That's not like they have it, but yeah, like the Huskies have just been obliterating everybody they play. So we're obviously picking UConn here.
Shout out to Seton Hall though.
Yeah,
that's the number 3 team in Big East. Let's go.
All righty. Our next tournament here is gonna be the Big Sky.
All right.
So let's see. We got some of your teams in here: Eastern Washington, Idaho State, Montana State, Northern Arizona, Northern Colorado, Portland, Sac State, and Weber State. Who takes it here? The Vandals been pretty good all season. I think I'm gonna just lock in Idaho. 17-1. They will be.
You know what?
They'll be taking that.
Me and Joel were down in Greeley last weekend. I'm going UNC, baby. Northern Colorado. We were up in that college town last weekend for Battleground Pro Wrestling. There's little UNC Bear logos everywhere around downtown Greeley. Go with Northern Colorado.
All right, let's go. Okay, next up, this is one we'll be picking for both. We have the Big South.
Heck yeah. Okay.
So the Big South, we got
High Point, Radford, Longwood, Gardner-Webb.
I like how some of these
Winthrop.
links to the conference pages will give you just directly the conference matchups, and then the other ones are.
It is just like the most random blank page.
Yeah. All right, but we'll take a look. Who you've got here at the top of the
High Point is leading it 24-5 on the year. Sneaky though, Longwood is 20-9. 11-5 in the conference. Radford's there.
Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs. What a name.
And this is really top heavy. You got 3 teams that are above 500.
Blue Hose. Yeah, you deserve to be 3-26. What the hell is that? I'm gonna lock in High Point. I feel like that's who I always go with, but
I'll go High Point too.
They don't
Why not?
disappoint.
I remember last year I picked Longwood and didn't work out.
So then for the men's, we got to go down Big South here. Be a similar,
Well, pretty similar,
Situation.
except Winthrop is a lot better.
yeah. And the Blue Hose aren't 3-26. Said that's the running Bulldogs. They're 3-28. Ooh. I think I'm just gonna also walk in High Point. Be my first both.
Yeah,
A little boring, but they've been pretty dominant. Conference, they
dominate the men.
yeah.
They dominate the men's basketball right now.
So High Point it is. Our next one's going to be
Oh Lord,
the Big Ten.
straight up bloodbath. This is going to be
This will be a tough one.
top 7 teams are ranked.
I think this
Holy
is one
crap.
where everybody goes into. So, yeah, we don't leave the official tournament page. Everyone is going to get to participate.
Nearly half,
Oh my God!
nearly half the
mean,
conference in the top 25. That's nuts.
Yeah, you've got Michigan, Maryland, Michigan State, Maryland, Ohio State, Minnesota, Michigan, Iowa, and UCLA are all ranked. I mean, USC's they just been banged up all year, but like they could put up a fight.
Even Washington's really not that bad.
Yeah. Do I want to go and pick an upset here? I just can't. UCLA is just so dominant. I think I gotta go with them.
Got to go with the Betts sisters.
Yeah, you locking it in too.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I've been watching them all
Pick
year.
an upset here, but I mean the Bruins have gone 18-0. I mean, I don't even remember who was their only loss to. Wasn't it like South Carolina? It's Texas.
Texas, yeah.
So I mean, like another top 5 team in the country. Yeah, tough to want to pick against them. They're just so good. All right, we got the Big West next up here.
UC Irvine leading the charge. The Anteaters, 15-3 in the conference, 24-5. UC San Diego right behind them, 15-3. UC Davis, 14-4.
All the UCs, it looks like.
All the UCs, then Hawaii,
Hawaii.
Cal State, and Long Beach. And Cal Poly. Yeah,
So
Cal
this is just-
State Bakersfield. Cal State North.
This is just
It's a bunch of California teams.
a bunch of California schools and then Hawaii. Different than the Hawaii, because that's Wahine. I thought they were the Rainbow Warriors. They move. Thought they were in the Mountain West still. I guess not. What do you know? All right. Who do we like in this one, man?
You know, just because their team is the Anteaters, I'm going with UC Irvine.
I'll agree with you on that one there. Actually, yeah, no, I'll go with UC Irvine.
Just because they're the Anteaters.
I almost want to go with the Tritons, but
I'm really on the fence. I really want to pick UC Santa Barbara because they're really not that bad. 12-7 in the conference and their record of 20-8. So I think they lost to one of these crappier teams earlier in the year, and it kind of, I'm changing my pick. I'm going with the Gauchos. I sold myself on them. UC Santa Barbara is my pick now.
Santa Barbara. All right.
They're ranked a little bit too low.
No, I really have the cream out of there. Hopefully, I'll be able to read that later. All right. The Coastal Athletic. This is one we're going to need to pick both men's and women's. We'll start.
Seawolves, Stony Brook. The Fighting Camels of Campbell.
I think the entire conference gets to participate, it looks like, as well. So no one's eliminated. Man. This is another pretty like mid conference.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pick Charleston for the women's.
Charleston. Kind of want to go with Drexel. But I think I'm gonna just stick with Charleston as well. 14-2. They've been in fairly big, well control of this conference. All right.
Coastal
On the other
Athletic,
side,
UNC.
UNC Wilmington.
That's another where they're just dominating and everybody else sucks.
I'm gonna, giving Charleston though to pull off the upset here.
I like it.
I'm gonna go in double Charleston. Who are you taking?
I'll go with Wilmington. UNC Wilmington.
All righty. Next up, we're going to have Conference USA.
Louisiana Tech, Missouri State, FIU, Middle Tennessee State, Liberty, Sam Houston, Jacksonville State, Delaware. Okay. A little top heavy here.
Louisiana Tech's just been like so.
The Lady
much better.
Texters.
Yeah.
What the?
I don't see that. I was like, maybe I'll go FIU, but I'm just gonna stick with Louisiana Tech. It's a little basic, but they're just. I mean, they're 15-1, and they've just been so much better than everyone else. They've won 15 games in a row too, so they've got a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pick an upset here? Or are you going with that?
I'm going with Louisiana Tech. Yeah,
right.
I'm going with the Lady Texters.
Just can't. Too hard to pick against them. All right, next up we got the Horizon League. This is one where we got to pick both. I'm almost like just a lock on Green Bay every year. Youngstown though, the Penguins, right there. No, I'm gonna stick with Green Bay. The Green Bay is my. They're so reliable. They haven't let me down in the past 2 years.
For women's, I'm going to go Cleveland State.
Oh, okay.
Go with the Vikings.
Cleveland State.
Men's, Wright State is leading it with Robert Morris, and then Green Bay in third. At this one, I really think that it's up. Anyone can get this one.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go. I just want to lock in Green Bay again. But I'm going to go Robert Morris here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Robert Morris too. This one's up for grabs though. Because Wright State and Robert Morris pretty much got the same record, 20-11 and 21-10. Wright State just got 2 more conference wins.
All right, we've got the Ivy League next.
There we go.
I'm going to just lock. Yeah. I don't know, man.
How's Columbia not ranked in women's right now?
That's strange. I'm still going to lean towards Princeton, I think. Maybe. Actually, man, those two have had some pretty back and forth games this season. They did take down Princeton earlier in the year. They actually beat them both times.
I'm going with Columbia. Yeah. They're on a really good streak. They're winning 6 games going into this tournament.
They got the hot hand. I mean, they've had Yale's number all year. Princeton's number all year. And I do honestly think it's going to probably come down between those two.
And against some other top pretty solid teams. I mean, they played North Carolina this year, played against Richmond, Kansas State. They only lost 95-92 earlier in the year. I like Columbia.
Let's go. All right, we've got the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. who actually have a top 25 team, the Fairfield Stags. I'm not going to take them to win, though. I'm going to go with the other 19th
Quinnipiac?
team in the conference, Quinnipiac. And we got this is one we'll have to do both men's and women's. So for women's, it is Quinnipiac. What about you, Cayman? Who you got?
I'm liking Quinnipiac here too.
All right. We go over to the men's side. They some of your top teams: Merrimack,
St. Peter's, Vienna, Marist,
Red Foxes,
Quinnipiac, Mount St. Mary's. We can get to Fairfield. They're really not too bad teams.
I'm gonna
go St. Peter's.
I'm gonna go Siena. He's got St.
This one's up for grabs on the men's side.
Yeah. And whoever gets in is probably going to just get annihilated round one, if we're being honest. But it'll be fun for them nonetheless. It'll be nice to make the tournament. We'll see. There we go. That's one we're a little different on. Oh, man.
Mid-American up next.
Yes, sir.
Miami of Ohio is leading it in the women's too. They've only lost one conference game. They're 24-5. That's exactly why I'm going to pick Ball State.
Go Ball State. I'm going to go I'm going to get a little quirky here. I'm going to go UMass.
Okay. I like that. 21-6 record. 13-3.
Coming out of left field there. All right.
We have to wait for the men's on this one, right?
I know. Yeah, that one we'll have to wait a bit. Okay, next up we've got the Mid-Eastern Athletic. Howard's having a good season. Norfolk's been pretty good against their conference opponents. They're 11-2. What is that one conference loss that Howard had? It was something silly, I think. Okay, no, it was Maryland Eastern. So it wasn't too bad. Well, that's been their only conference loss. They got Norfolk tomorrow in round one.
I'll just go Howard.
I think I'm gonna just keep
going Howard
too. Yeah, a little basic, but they've just been the most balanced team, and they've probably got the best shot to maybe make some noise, although they probably won't. Howard, that'll be both of us taking them. All right, we got the Missouri Valley next. We're gonna have to pick both. For men's and women. So let's start with the women's. I'm going to drop it down a little bit here. Again, I'm just trying to throw in some wrinkles here. Give me Bradley to shock some people.
Okay. Braves. And I'll just go with Murray State then on this one.
You'll probably be right if I'm being honest, but I feel like I haven't taken any real big upsets yet. So I was like, we got to throw a few wrinkles in here. All right, then let's go to the men's Missouri Valley. This one, I might keep it simple. Just go Belmont. Could take Bradley again. No, I'm going to go with Belmont. They've been the best team in the conference all year.
Yeah. I'll go Belmont here. For men's.
All right. Getting close to the end here. We're about halfway through. San Diego State the Mountain West, you got the San Diego State Aztecs leading the pack, but give me CSU. I'm going with the homer pick for the ladies. I don't care. They're going to shock everybody. They're going to win the Mountain West here. I mean, they're really not that
go
far
Boise.
behind.
We go Boise State.
Boise?
Boise State. Let's go Tatum Thompson. Have yourself a tournament.
All right. Next up, we got I got the Ohio Valley. I accidentally skipped over the Northeastern, but it's below.
That's all right.
It's below Ohio Valley, so we'll stay in order for now. We do gotta do both men's and women's here, so I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Western Illinois. Yeah, I'll go with Western Illinois.
Lindenwood, South Indiana, in here. I'll go Lindenwood.
Wood. All right, let's see what we got for the men's over here. Ohio Valley,
Tennessee State, and Morehead State up in the top.
Neck and neck, really.
I'm going with Tennessee State. Their overall record is so much better. They've only got 9 regular season losses. Everybody else, at least 3 games back. I'm going Tennessee State.
I'll do the same, I think, here.
Northeast. Northeast.
We also got to do the men's over here. I mean, I'm going to go with Long Island again. Leading the conference. And they just feel like a good pick to jump in. So for the men's, I'm taking LIU.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll take LIU for the men's, and for the women's, I'm going Fairleigh Dickinson.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I got to do that too. They're dominating their conference this year.
There's just nobody else that really, no one else that can really compare to them. I wanted to go Central Connecticut on the men's, but I don't. It's another conference where the top team is just long ways ahead.
LIU usually they're like they're one of the top teams that year. They usually make it. Patriot League, always an interesting conference to pick here.
Navy and Army leading it in women's.
The top ones here.
I'm going with Army, actually. They're 22-6 on the year. We go with Army to win it for the women.
Who we piss? I'll give Navy the shout, so that way we got both service academy branches represented here.
I like that.
And then we just gotta hope one of us is right.
It's Patriot League, though. We might have to both go with Navy for the men's. Look at these records. Oh my God. 25-6 for Navy midshipmen. Next best team is literally 15-16. They have a losing record, but they were 11-7 in the conference. That actually makes you kind of want to pick Lehigh, though. Yeah. What kind of run were they on in the conference? Their win-loss was 15-16, but 11 of them were in the Patriot League. I might go Lehigh.
They went on the run. Well, that one we can wait a little bit. We'll pick that next week.
Oh, we don't got to pick for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got some time to decide.
Let the dust settle. Same with the SEC here. We're just picking for the women's. They have their top 5 teams are all in the top 10. And then they also have
they still got 3 more after that.
3 more in the top.
Holy crap.
25.
Georgia, Kentucky, and Ole Miss took a real slide. This conference was just tough. I won't say they're bad teams. Just tough.
Give me Vanderbilt. I'm going with
Vandy. Vandy gets it done. Blake's is a beast. That's who I really want to pick here. Man.
I think they've just been the biggest surprise. We thought Vanderbilt could be good, but second in the SEC, a top 5 school. Like they've just been crushing it this year.
Let's go, Blakes. Vandy. Let's do it. We'll lock it in.
We're both locking in
Let's
Vandy.
see if Vanderbilt can they get it done. They got it. You got to outcoach John Staley first.
Yeah.
That's one part.
Okay. Next up, we've got the SoCon.
Southern Conference.
We're going to pick both men's and women's here.
Chattanooga, East Tennessee,
Wolford, Furman, Mercer. Again, just a pretty mid-conference.
I'm just gonna go with Wolford.
I think I'm going to do the same there.
The Terriers. And for the men's,
See what we got on the men's side. I think it's about the same though.
yeah.
Yeah, I might just lock Wolford again. I just believe in that team to make it.
For the
Remember
men's, I'm gonna go
Samford.
Mercer.
Okay, you're gonna go Mercer. I'm gonna go double Wolford. Keep it simple.
Southland.
Okay, let me
Oh,
flip.
McNeese is back. Oh, I'm going with McNeese, man.
Excuse me. We just gotta pick the women's for this one. Ugh.
Maybe McNeese.
K-Man's locking in McNeese. I apologize. I'm so sick today, guys. Yeah, I think I'm locking in McNeese too, man. They're 27-4. Let's go, McNeese. The Cowgirls.
And men's.
And all right, we're gonna get to the
F. Austin. leading.
Southwest Athletic.
Oh, we don't have to do men's for this one?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
And then again, just the women's for the Southwest Athletic. Alabama A&M, Alcorn State, Alabama State, Southern, some of the top teams here. Again, this is not a super overwhelming conference. I think I'm just going to go with Alabama A&M for their consistency.
Go in Alabama A&M.
All right, the Summit League, we will be picking both here. We'll start with the women.
North Dakota State, South Dakota State, South Dakota, Oral Roberts, and St. Thomas, Minnesota are your top teams right now.
I feel like it's going to be between one of the Dakotas. I'm going to go
Bison or the Jackrabbits.
maybe even the Coyotes, but
It
I
could
think I'm
be
gonna go-
South Dakota.
I'm going to go with the Jackrabbits. South Dakota State. Are you going the same?
I'm just going to do South Dakota.
All right. SDSU. All right, then let's go over the men's for the Summit League here. North Dakota State also leading the pack in that one, but you've got North Dakota up there. St. Thomas, Minnesota Tommies.
I'll go with St. Thomas, Minnesota.
I'm gonna go North Dakota here. NDSU. And let's see. Boom. All right. Next up, we've got the Sun Belt. We do need to do the men's here, so why don't we start with them? We got, Troy is up there at the top. Texas, Marshall. A lot of just very middle of the pack teams. Give me you got Troy's 12-6, and then there's 6 teams that are all 11-7 in the conference. I feel like this could really go anyway.
Go Coastal Carolina then.
I'm going to go Arkansas State here. We got 2 left after this. You're going Coastal.
And for women's, let me go Troy.
The Trojans. All right. I'm going to go Arkansas State again. You know what?
I like it.
Why not? Why can't they do both? All right. West Coast, we'll start with the women's over here. We got Loyola, Gonzaga, Santa Clara, Oregon State. You know what? Give me Oregon State over here for the women's. Bit of a sleep.
Go Santa Clara.
Really sleeper, but they're down fourth team in there. We're gonna go Santa Clara for Caveman. I like it. All right, we also got to pick the men's side here. St. Mary's has kind of come up, been on the comeback, but
A little bit
it's
of
going
a
to become
run.
between them and Gonzaga again. I don't know. Gonzaga is really good. I think I got to go with the Zags.
Gonzaga. Better schedule than most recent seasons, so I'll give it to them.
Like St. Mary's, yeah, they're 27-4. There was the start of the year. There was just some shaky losses there against Boise. They got crushed by Vanderbilt. And they dropped some they dropped one to Santa Clara. They just recently beat Gonzaga, but they lost to them earlier. And I think the Zags will be looking for revenge there. All right, our final one. This will be just picking for the women. We've got the WAC, the Western Athletic. Who do we got here? I think I'm going to go Abilene Christian.
Yeah. Wow. California Baptist really went on a run in the conference.
Yeah, they had a good conference record. But are you going Abilene Christian though too?
Yeah. That was our last one.
So we've got all our women's conference champions predicted. Next week we'll finish off the rest of the men's predictions here. Let us know, man. Who do you like? There's definitely a lot of teams that are looking for that at-large bid, winning their conference tournament. The field's starting to take shape, though. Here, we'll see how we usually do pretty good on these conference records, though.
Last year was pretty good for us.
Yeah, I think we've been above 500 on each side both years. So I'm excited to see how we do this year. But we got about 12 minutes left. I don't know if we'll have time to do a full team builder. We might have to put the 1,000 or the million point challenge on hold one more week. We just ran over a little bit, but I think we got time to do some Perry Pick'em challenges.
Let's give them a little bit of Pick'em. That's always fun.
So without further ado, we're going to jump into another edition of team building exercise.
I'm putting together a special team.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to pull up the page. And you know what? We'll see. I haven't done any of the daily games today, so let's see how we do. First with we'll start off with best game. Let's go and see what the daily challenge is there. Our first team, the Baltimore Ravens. So we got to think best career game. I mean, I feel like Lamar Jackson's probably had a few monsters. There was Jamal Lewis. He might have had a big performance, or Derrick Henry.
I'm thinking
Anquan Bolden.
That's who really came to mind. Like, did he have a nasty game with Joe Flacco?
Because there's
in that
definitely a
run?
few where it's like there's some guys that had like just an insane week that you wouldn't necessarily think to go with. Or, I mean, Mark Andrews had a couple of like humongous weeks. I mean, it's tough to get like a big tight end week. Do we maybe go Mark Andrews here?
Let's give it a shot.
I know there's like definitely like a 40 something point week, man. Like he caught like, yeah, there we go. 41.7.
Nice.
That's pretty good for tight ends. All right. We got the Panthers. And Christian McCaffrey's obviously had some humongous weeks. He might just be the safest pick to go here. Try like a Steve Smith or Cam Newton, but like he's just with his catches, like especially because I think it counts PPR, just total yardage.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I think we
Let's
should go
do it.
CMC as our running back. So bam. Yeah, 47.7.
Nice.
The Jags. Okay. Some intriguing choices here. Almost like Allen Robinson. It was like a fantasy Super Bowl. He had himself a game. Like he caught like it's like 180 yards. He had like 2 or 3 touchdowns. I feel like that could be a sneaky one for a first wide receiver.
I like that one. I like that one because I really can't.
Yeah, man, 43.
43.
Week 15 against Tennessee. So it wasn't quite the Super Bowl.
Get there.
All right. So the Vikings, I feel like there's 2 great options. Obviously, there's the Randy Moss Thanksgiving Day game where he was like had like 196 yards and 3 touchdowns, or the Adrian Peterson 296 game.
Ooh. Let's go. Guess we want to try Adrian Peterson.
I'm down with
The
that.
flex.
Yeah, do it as one of our flexes. That's got to be 48.5 is pretty insane. That's pretty good. The Bills, I think we have to go Josh Allen. He had like
Allen.
That like 51-point game is like one of the best all time by a quarterback. Tampa Bay. We've got some Mike Evans. I think he's the first one that immediately jumps to mind. I know he's had a few monster weeks. Or Doug Martin did have like a 4 touchdown game. We could sneak him in as our last flex. Do we are we feeling froggy like that? I kind of think Doug Martin might be the sneaky play here.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's
the muscle hamster. Why not? Dougie. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was the right call. 55. Dang. All right, now the Cowboys. I think this has to be Amari Cooper. He had like a 53.
Dude, this has got to be the perfect score right here.
All right. We might have gone perfect.
94.7.
Oh, so what did we mess up here? Let's go take a look.
Josh
oh my
Allen,
God,
CMC,
Jimmy
Amari.
Smith.
Wow.
I would have never get.
And Dalvin Cook was the pick.
Oh, he's just slightly ahead of AP. Yeah, wow, we were pretty much perfect, but man, I do not remember that Jimmy Smith game. Must have been insane.
I know. Does this say the date on there?
That was week 2 of the 2000 season against the Baltimore Ravens. The 2000 Baltimore Ravens, and he had 62 points.
What?
Hold on, we gotta go.
What? That doesn't get talked about enough.
That's crazy. What? 2000. Let's see. Can we get the box score on that game?
The worst first start in Jacksonville Jaguars history. Well, that doesn't seem like.
All right, let's see. We got the game here. They lost that game.
No way.
39-30.
Wait, it was Dolphins. He was on the Dolphins, right?
Who?
Oh no, it was the Jags. You're right.
Let's see. Can we get player stats? So Receiving. Oh my God. He had 15 grabs for 291 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Holy crap.
What? Jimmy Smith, man? What? That's so random because like, he
Holy
was
crap.
such a mid wide receiver, really, for most of his career, bro. He was. I mean, like he played 1 year for the Cowboys, was out of the league for 3 years, and then he got 95. He signed with the Jags. They got all right. I guess he was actually pretty solid with the Jags. He just didn't have crazy longevity, but like that's wow.
That's
I did not remember that performance at all. Okay, well, that was a really good run, except for not knowing that game. Now let's do best season fantasy. Let's see how we do here. So starting with the Titans, do we give CJ or Derrick Henry? I feel like it's between one of those two. They both had 2,000-yard seasons.
I'm thinking Derrick Henry.
I feel like he had more touchdowns. Derrick Henry, bang, 333. That's pretty good. The Broncos, I feel like we got to go with Peyton's record-breaking season. Or Bo Nix, not really. So let's see. Like, that's NFL records. That's going to be hard to top. Yeah, 410 is really good. The Bears. I feel like Matt Forte is the best pick at one of our flex spots. They obviously have another 4,000-yard passer. I don't know if they'd have any, like, we could get like Mike Ditka at the tight end or Walter Payton, but I think like Forte was just in a bit more fantasy-friendly era.
Yeah. Let's try Matt Forte.
That's just the thought process there. That's solid. The Seahawks. Like low-key, maybe JSN this year.
He did have some insane numbers.
I mean, he got close to the NFL record, was like top 3 in catches. Had plenty of touchdowns.
Let's do JSN. The seasonal one is way harder.
It is. It's tough, man. All right, Patriots. Again, I feel like it's Gronk that one season, like he broke or tied the tight end record. Or you're thinking like Randy Moss did more in like the 07 season with Brady.
He was still in his prime then that year.
Brady threw 50 touchdowns and had like over 5,000 yards.
Dang.
It's close. I just don't know if we'll get somebody as good
at tight end. Yeah.
That's the gamble here.
Let's go with Gronk. Gronk.
You're right. That's safer. That's the safer pick. 330. That's okay. Okay, we gotta go Cooper Kupp when he won the Triple Crown.
We go. That's a good spot for our last receiver.
430. And then the Browns. Man, that's such a brutal last pick to get.
I know.
You've got, I'm thinking like Josh Gordon. He had a couple of really good seasons. Nick Chubb.
That's who came to mind for me.
Probably not Amari. Nah, he didn't. I don't think he necessarily would have put up the same numbers as Gordon. Oh, the Browns they're just so awful, man. Like it's just they don't have anybody that like has insane fantasy football seasons. I don't know. Gordon or Chubb is my pick. I'll let you be the tiebreaker.
Let's do Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
I just want to see what his season would have been.
281 was what his best was. Let's see what the perfect lineup would have been.
Picks. Oh, Chris Johnson did have more. Dang.
Oh my
Brandon Marshall. What? I didn't even think about him. I didn't even think about Brandon Marshall.
So Chris Johnson did have more. That's why, because I like
Marshall Faulk was the Rams.
That actually kind of makes sense.
Sean Alexander.
I mean, like,
I didn't even think about him.
Yeah, I can't believe we forgot Sean Alexander. That's bad. I always blank on him, man. I don't know why.
I know.
He won MVP, and I just can't He's
a freaking Madden cover athlete on one of the games. Dude is a beast.
I'm just so in, like when I think fantasy season, like my mind immediately goes to like the 2010s because that was such an offensive
When it really
explosion.
boomed, yeah.
Yeah. Well, dang. Now we know. That was. I keep Marshall. We gotta think. There are some throwbacks on here that are pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's how we're gonna end it off. We did a lot better on the best game than we did on the best season. We only got 2 right. But thanks for tuning in to another episode of Till the Final Whistle. We're gonna be back Tuesday, 2-hour show. Get you into conference tournament recaps, March Madness selection, Sunday predictions. So make sure you're there. We'll see you guys on the next one.
You later.
Life is like a duck. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Here at Military Broadcast Radio, we're teaming up with our friends at Die Tired, the veteran-friendly music band spreading strength, resilience, and mental health awareness one shirt at a time.
And check this out. Their brand new shirts feature broadcast beaker right on the breast pocket. A reminder that you can weather the storm, and you're never alone.
Shirts are only $25, and proceeds support giving veterans a voice. MBR's mission to teach veterans how to podcast and videocast. Because when our vets are talking, they're not overthinking. They're not second-guessing. Together, we stop the 22 stigma. Grab your shirt today at mbradio.us and hit the shop. Or go directly to toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband. That's toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband.
Suit up, stand strong.
Remember, we're unduckable together.
You're built tougher than the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your